Hi, my name is Love, and welcome back to my account. Today, I'm going to talk about something that relates to health but is a relationship topic, and I'll be talking about loving someone so strongly, being super attached to a person, or should we just say being clingy, if that is what it is. You can actually like a person. Love is a very good and positive emotion, but when you find that you're becoming very possessive about a person, then you've actually pushed love to its extreme or to its limit, and that's not even love anymore. Maybe you're not even being possessive, maybe you're just needy or clingy. Maybe you just like this person and just want to spend time with the person every time. So maybe we're different in this regard because I I'm the kind of person that I could get bored of intensity, and I want my relationship and communication with a person to be spaced. As much as I enjoy spending time with people, I can get really tired after the agreed time. So I'm that kind of person that my brain likes to work with agreed time. Like, if you tell me you're going to be at my place for 2 hours, the third hour I'm already sick of you. If you tell me you're going to be at my place for like 6 months, the day after the 6th month, I'm already sick of you. Somehow within the 6 months, I'm not feeling anything. I'm still, going with the flow. But it just feels like when that time elapses, I'm just so tired of you. The same thing happens to me as well with communication. Like, if we haven't spoken in a while, I could just check up on you. Hi, how are you doing? And if you tell me, oh, you're going to check back on maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm good within that 2 3 weeks. But when the 2 3 weeks elapses and I don't hear from you, that's when I'll be like, okay, how's it going? How are you? And that kind of thing. Oh, you don't keep to your word, that kind of thing. So I like the space a lot, and it just really is contrasting to the way that different other people handle their relationships. So I'm not going to be here to give you rules or regulations on how to experience your relationships. I'll probably just try to help you to be safe, so you don't feel like you own a person or are entitled to a person, or feel like someone owes you their time or owes you their being, because some people, both men and women, want that person to belong to them entirely and to always check in, say where they are, say when they're coming back, say what they're doing right now, say who they're with, give them phone numbers of the people around them, that kind of thing. So if you're in love with a person, or you're attracted to someone, or you like someone, or you're dating or married to someone that drives you crazy, maybe not even by the things they do, by the way you think about them, by the way you're always checking in on them, maybe your attachment style is like super anxious, you should be careful and try to give yourself space from that person. Seriously, if you're in love with someone that gets you like super intense, super emotional, you argue with them, and when they're replying, you feel like you just want to hate this person, you just want to break something, you just get super angry, you don't want to get involved in any crime of passion. Many women who have killed their husbands and men who have killed their wives did not premeditate. It just happened, spur of the moment kind of thing. In that moment, the intensity. So if you see that you're loving someone too much, you could either check it, or you should create a distance between you and that person. No amount of love should make you lose your mind over another human being. The same way you cannot live with an abusive man, no human on earth wants to live with an abusive or possessive woman. So watch your love for people and let them go if their influence on you is too strong. Focus on your life goals, and a good partner will come for you. A man who's going to make you lose your mind is not worth it. If you're dating someone who doesn't give explanations, who drives you crazy trying to seek answers, who's always gaslighting you, you don't want that. If you're dating someone you always have to check up on, who hardly checks up on you, you don't want that. If you're dating someone who hardly even checks up on you, just focus on your life. Having a person in your life can be amazing, can be sweet, but do not turn them into an achievement. Still focus on your goals, still focus on what you're trying to do. Try to set monthly goals, weekly goals, maybe even daily goals, and focus on these things, not as a means of distraction from this person that you're always obsessed with, but as a life goal, as a life purpose. And you will discover that the more you are interested in yourself, in building yourself, in making yourself happy, even if it's doing nothing, the more you're interested in focusing on giving yourself that peace of mind and that rest, the more you will attract positivity, and the more you will realize that you are enough. And maybe, just maybe, you will then get that person to want to wonder how you are or how you're doing or why you haven't even checked up. Or maybe even better, you're going to lose that person forever because they never thought it was necessary to check up on you. And it always works for you in the end because nobody wants to constantly be the one person who keeps checking up on another person. Let that ship sink. You're always checking up on this person. You're always obsessed with this person. How about you just do nothing and let them do nothing? And then God will give you someone who is willing to be crazy about you in a positive way. So if you're always checking up on someone, don't go crazy trying to probe them and ask them questions. Why don't you check up on me? Why don't you call me? Blah, 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 blah. Or maybe you start crying. Why don't you remember me? Why don't you call me? I love you. Why don't you ever do that? This breaks my heart so much. Don't do that. Don't cry. Just let that ship sink. If they care about you, your absence is going to make them want to check up on you. If they don't care about you, your absence is going to give you peace because now you get to know that this person doesn't care. And it's usually not because of you. They're probably dealing with something, or they're not mature enough to handle you, or they're just not the one for you. Or maybe they're just focused on their goals and they're not mature enough to tell you, hey, Haley, I'm not going to be available for like the next 3 months. I have a lot on my plate and I really need to focus at this moment. They're not mature enough to tell you that. Maybe they don't even think that you're mature enough to handle that. There's just a lot that could go on when someone's not checking up on you. So please don't go crazy over a person. Don't get possessive. Don't get needy. Don't get clingy. Just move on with your life like they too don't exist, because you have tried, and I know you've tried. And when you know you've tried, you tell yourself you've tried, and you tell yourself it's time to take a break and sit back and see what happens. Is the ship going to sink? Is the person going to come and find out how you're doing as well? But don't stress and don't get clingy. Even if you see them with another girl on social media, just focus on your life and just mind your own business. Like, I know it's hard. I know it's easier to say, but a lot of us have been there and we survived, and so will you. Take care and subscribe to this video or this account if you're listening. Bloodily yours. Bloody great girl, period. Bye.